It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Byron Murphy.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And the Dolphin first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry for Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Carr. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good. 23 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr now to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Carr now on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Dolphins nothing.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 2. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
56, Mike.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check three. Hey, 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's out to Chubb, complete. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Carr dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, They take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Good shot, good shot.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they weren't successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gun now on 3rd down. Going deep this time for Miller. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. 54, right there. Hey, wait on 2. He don't know no better. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You're mine. Go, go, go. 57 to mine. 57.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Dolphins 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Carr now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They begin with a quick throw out left. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down and inches. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to Chase Claypool.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
93.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Patriots.